do this one again. Okay, I might need to borrow one of y'all's papers.
It's not very good.
It's fine. I can usually remember it once I get started. Okay, so you have your longitudinal fissure again, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So longitudinal fissure is this line. Now, I love this brain because you can see the color differentiation. See how dark it is to how light it is? Use that on your test. So this dark portion up here that looks like a butterfly, it's your cingulate gyrus. Cingulate, singular. It's by itself up top. And it's brain, it's dark matter, I guess you can say. So it's gyrus, it's brain. Okay. Right here, this very light portion is your genu of corpus callosum. Now remember, you just had genu in this one. It was that big portion of the brain right there. So genu. So naturally, what is right under that in relation? Your fornix. It's right next to it. Your fornix is this big triangle. Now connecting them, I believe, is your splenium. Your septum pellucidum. So I told you guys last time, this looks like a nose to me for some reason. Your septum, you can have your septum pierced, which is this middle portion of your nose. So think of this as the middle of your nose. So septum pellucidum. Even if you put septum on your test, you're probably going to get like half point. So just remember septum. Septum pellucidum is this right here, connecting your genu to your fornix. Now on both sides, right here, is your cingulate, your caudate nucleus. Not claudate, caudate nucleus. This is where I had a really dirty rhyme, but I'm not going to tell you guys. So caudate nucleus is on both sides. Now branching off becomes your capsules. So that's awful. Okay, so you can kind of see these lines right here. So literally right next to your caudate nucleus is going to be your first capsule, which is your internal capsule. You can kind of see how it's still white. Now going to your next capsule, see that white line right there? White line right here? That's your external capsule. And then there's another faint white line right here. It's going to be your extreme capsule. Remember that order. External, extreme, internal. Internal is going to be right next to your caudate nucleus. Now in between there's two areas of dark matter, gray matter if you want to call it that, gray matter. Your first one's your claustrum, the second one's your lentiform nucleus. Now those don't really like go together, so you can kind of think, if you remember your capsules, your lentiform nucleus is going to be furthest from your caudate nucleus. So your claustrum is in between them for your gray matter. So internal claustrum, external lentiform nucleus, extreme. And like he said, he's probably going to put them in that order. It's going to be on the same brain. Whether, see for my test, he did claustrum, lentiform nucleus over here, and then internal, external, extreme on the other side. So we use the same brain, but different sides of it to pin him. Because if he does them all in a row, that's kind of not fair. It's too easy. So as long as you know the order from furthest in, or even from the furthest out, if you can remember, okay, extreme. It's extremely on the edge. Going in, internal, all the way inside. If you know the 5 orders, you're going to get that no problem. You don't even have to see the lines. As long as you can see where the pins are, you're good. Okay, underneath your fornix is your what ventricle? Third ventricle, because your thalamus is right here. And what always surrounds your thalamus? Your third ventricle. So up here, this hole in the brain is your lateral ventricle, because it's the closest anterior to your brain. Lateral ventricle and then third ventricle. If you have your third ventricle and there's another one right above it, it's always going to be lateral because it goes in order. It never changes. Okay, now right here, see that hole right underneath the fornix? I can't think of what it's called now. Habenular nuclei. Sorry. So habenular nuclei is right underneath your fornix. I think. Just kidding. It's right below. No, it's missing in this one. It's right here. It's the first hole. It's right here. It's those two holes. It can be either or. Right here, it's separating that. You can, if you look really closely, see how there's like 2 puncture holes in the brain? It's because it's been tagged so much on tests. So you can kind of see 2 holes right there. Okay, see this missing hole? Oh, there's a big hole right there. It's where your pineal body should be.
Should be a little bump, right?
Yeah, your pineal body sits in there, but someone ripped it off. It's a bump coming out of the body, which it should be on the test. If not, it's right there. It's always above your superior colliculus. So you don't have your inferior because of the way this brain's cut. So those both are your superior colliculi. Okay. No, this one's really good. This brain. See how this like is part of the brain but it's not connected? So this area, does anyone know what that area is? If you can think of it, what it would be. You can look. It's yeah, it's your hippocampus. So what's always up top? It looks like party hat to me. So the hippocampus always parties with the fimbriae. So, oh god. So even if you don't remember that, or if you're like, what is that? See if you can look really closely, like get in its face. There, it's darker up here. It's like really dark. It's like this compared to that. So fimbriae, fimbria, however you want to say it, and hippocampus. Now that's when you don't have your hypothalamus, so your other H is hippocampus. And something else, it's really big down here. Hippos are huge, so you can think of a hippo. Whatever jogs your memory.
Can you show me the optic tract?
Yeah, your optic tract is surrounding your thalamus. This one's actually really good. I'm gonna come closer. See how it's dark around the edge right there?
Yeah. Okay.
See how it color differentiates around the thalamus? That color differentiation? It's literally going to be pinned on the edge of your thalamus. So it's going to be like right here on the edge.
That's the optic tract.
Yeah.
So which part was the hippocampus?
This right here.
Okay.
It's right here. Now it's not this whole piece.
Okay.
It's just this right here. It's like, let's see. It's right, just that. Or just right here. It's the only thing on this attachment, I guess you can think of it like that. So if it was like that, it's right here. Okay, now keep going down.
And then, sorry, can you point out the habenular nucleus again?
Yeah, it's right here. You can kind of see it if you look really close. See those like 2 dots right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's your habenular nucleus.
So it's surrounding the pineal body.
Correct.
Okay.
It's above. So if you go thalamus, habenular nucleus, pineal body, superior colliculus.
Okay.
And your habenular nucleus, it can be pinned on both spots, but it's only going to be pinned on one. See on this one, you can kind of see it. There's 2 holes right there because it's been pinned so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those 2. Okay. So going down, you have your arbor vitae again, which is this giant area. Now your fissure prima is right here. Fissure prima. Do you guys have the lobes in this one? Yeah. No? Lucky.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay. Okay, so you have your arbor vitae, your fissure prima, which was in the last view, and it's up top. It's not really, you can kind of see the line, how there's a ridge, but it's just above the arbor vitae. Now, if he like pins it over here, it's your corpus cerebelli or corpus callosum. You didn't pin that on mine, so I don't think you'll do it for yours. That's the only thing you need to know is the fissure prima right here, and then your arbor vitae. See how like big it is? It's the only thing really. And then your fissure prima. It's the line that separates your lobes. And it's technically a line, so it's going to be put up as a line on there. Did I get everything? I think so.
Which one's technically a line?
Fissure prima. Because it's a fissure. So I'm pretty sure he's going to tag it as a line.
Where will we tie the septum?
Pellucidum.
Yeah.
White matter, probably. I can't. No, I have so much brain on me. But yeah, it's white matter. Yeah, it's technically not a line. I just think of it. It looks like a nose, kind
It
of
does.
like, you know.
Yeah.
If you look at it upside down or in a weird way. See, my TA had a really bad thing. She kept calling this the claudate nucleus instead of caudate. So I was like, okay, Claudia likes to fornicate. So caudate nucleus and then fornix are always next to each other. And she had her septum pierced. We thought of weird things,
She's
but it
out.
got me an A in this class. So septum pellucidum, fornix, caudate nucleus. Third ventricle, thalamus, venular nucleus, pineal body, superior colliculus. See, I haven't even taken this class and I can still remember. So you guys got this. I'm trying to think. Spinal cord. Please get that one right.
That's like a given.
Yeah.
Spinal cord.
Oh no. There was a person in my class.